Morning guys, we're back again with the Simjet. What we're going to do today is just a simple little clean. I've had a few messages on my Instagram which feel free to follow as well. Only a small amount of content, but as this page builds, so was the Instagram. So like I said, we're going to do a little clean on the Simjet as we went down the field the other day and she's a bit dirty. We'll get into what we're using now. So we have the Muc-Off motorcycle cleaner. That's a multi-cleaner, so it does a bit of grease, dirt, everything. I do normally use microfiber cloths, but they are in the wash from a job I did the other day. We've got this just to get some water off. I don't recommend putting it on anything dirty, but you know, we live and learn. And we got this little bad boy. This has got some of the Muc-Off in there. It's another detergent we have, and some warm water. Don't go too warm, you know, you just want it enough to mix in with the Muc-Off and then get the dirt and stuff off like that. But we'll get into it now. And this is just a pump action one, by the way. So, which way did it go? So that, and then it's already pumped to the max, look. See? And then that just sprays out. Let's get into it. We're gonna start over here on the back end. As you can see, she's filthy. So just a bit of that, again, warm water. Spray that all over. That'll just break anything down. See the slight bubbles coming in it. That's just already mixed, already activated. Just spray any dirty spots basically, and like I said, this cleaner, it does grease and everything, so you have a real variety of where you can spray. I mean, as you can see, I just spray everywhere, but yeah. Now we'll get the back side of the bike. Again, as you can feel the sort of pressure going, you just give it a quick little pump back up and back. I haven't got a very big garden, so there's limited camera angles. So again, you can even spray the seat if you want. You know, this really does everywhere. See that breaking down straight away? Shines everything up. Nice. So this has gone a bit flat, so what we're going to do is give it a quick little pump. And again, everywhere, every little gap you can think of. Anybody who needs reference for the height and what the bike is, I'm 6'5". You know, I'm not going to sit down because it's wet, but honestly, perfect. No issue with sizing. You know, I'm quite a big dude. I've never had an issue with this bike. My knees that are high, no issue. Do you know what? We will sit down, pop this, look, see, knees up there, everything clears. No issue. I've had plenty of bikes before and had plenty of issues with sizing and things like that. Like the first one I got, the I can't remember what it's called now, it's at the bottom of my page. That was a struggle. It was a shorter bike, you know, and easier to maneuver, but I think the last one was 115 kg, this is 150. So a lot different of a machine, you know, just the capacity. Again, I'll speak on the horsepower. So the horsepower on the last one was like 8. I think this is 11, 12, something like that. So quite a big difference, and it has an impact, you can definitely tell. So any spaces that need a little cloth off, give that a little wipe down. Nice, light work. So new, I've not even taken off the sticker yet. Again, we'll go over some of the features. We have a lock there, you know, push that in and no one can get into it. You have your charger for USB and USB-C, whatever it's called. And your petrol goes down here and goes under your feet. So I've got, you know, plenty big feet obviously, and they fit there no issue. I mean, with the long legs, I've never used these. I can't even get my leg into the position that I need to correctly use it. I mean, that's more for sort of shorter people, but look at the pattern coming through that. And remember guys, as you're doing these sort of the lower half of your bike, I should have said originally, when you're sort of doing there below, wheels, back end, etc., make sure you have 2 different cloths, because that gets dirty real quick, you know. So bang on a second cloth and we can do the top half where everything isn't covered in mud. This is just polishing, you could say, shining everything up. But you don't want to transfer mud from the bottom onto the top. So if you only have 1 cloth, I suggest one, go buying some, because they're always handy to have, or even better, start from the top and work your way down, because then, you know, I've done the top bit there, spotless mate, absolutely spanking, you know. Get all this bit off here, beautiful. I'll get a bit more water on there just to break that down, but we're looking good. Now we're going to get this little pup dog going, polish this up. I'm rushing it just for a video if I'm honest, but you get the general idea. Like I said, I was only getting a little bit of mud off and I thought, film it, you know. I've had questions before on my Instagram about how I clean my bike and how often and when and what sort of wear and tear will it have on it, and there's no wear and tear on it. You're cleaning your bike, why would there be any wear and tear? It was so silly, is my answer to you basically. Just maintain it, polish it, and you're away. Happy, happy days. So I'd say we're done with the bike now. Like I said, it was just a quick general clean to get some muck off the lower half really. I mean, you can put polishes and things like that. The muck off line is endless, honestly. You can get creams and soaps and whatever for every aspect of it, you know, for the chain, the wheels, everything. There's a lot I've not gone over, like I just said, the wheels and tires and the underbelly or the undercarriage, the front scoop on the bike there, back axle, springs, things like that, you know, where you should potentially be a bit more careful, because especially coming into winter as well, you know, with the roads, and if it gets salty on the roads, which they do in the winter. But I mean, if there's salt in the roads, don't really go out. What's the point of hurting your nice bike, is what I think. But we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe, and feel free to comment. I'll reply to everything. See you next time.